Was America's answer to the threat of terrorism, a military prison on the US naval base in Cuba created in 2002 by then President George W. Bush. Terror suspects, who were mainly caught in Afghanistan, were held and interrogated.
All right, this is your last chance.
But allegations of torture and waterboarding soon came out, standing America's international reputation. The United Nations, other governments, lawyers and human rights groups complained, concerned what was going on was illegal. US President Obama promised to shut down Guantanamo Bay within his first year in office.
I intend to close Guantanamo and I will follow through on that.
But he hasn't. Colonel Morris Davis was the US Chief Prosecutor at Guantanamo for 2 years. He resigned in 2007 over the interrogation methods used, and he claimed the Pentagon interfered in his cases like that of Canadian Omar Khadr. Khadr was 15 years old when he was captured during a battle in Afghanistan in 2002. He became the youngest detainee to be held at Guantanamo.
Well, look me straight in the eyes and tell me that you're being honest.
I am being honest.
Well, you can't even bear to look at me when you're saying that.
We look like hypocrites for detaining a 15-year-old in indefinite confinement and subjecting him to this extraordinary process, which we would not condone. I would hope if it was a 15-year-old American being detained by another country.
In October 2010, Khadr pleaded guilty to 5 war crimes and was sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Whenever they stand up to him and say that he killed an American soldier, nobody looks and says, well, his father was killed by American drones, and his brother was paralyzed by American-led attacks, and his home was destroyed by American soldiers and American planes.
Ever since Omar Khadr was arrested, the Canadian government has said next to nothing about his case. Every other Western detainee held in Guantanamo Bay has since been repatriated by their governments, but not Khadr, even though he's now eligible to return to Canada to serve out the rest of his sentence. Khadr pleaded guilty in exchange for an 8-year prison sentence, with the first year to be served in Cuba. That time is now up.
Now that process has run its course. The Americans said he shall be returned. It's up to Canada to return him now, and there's no excuse for not doing so.
Khadr's sister isn't hopeful.
A lot of people see that it's wrong, see that Guantanamo is wrong, see that what's happening with Omar is wrong, but nobody wants to rock the boat.
Today there are 171 prisoners at Guantanamo Bay. Their future is as unclear now as it was for the first detainees to arrive at the camp 10 years ago. Cath Turner, Al Jazeera, Toronto, Canada.